a joint project taken by BPDB, Bangladesh Power Development Board, and NTPC, India, near the vicinity of Sundarban. It's just 14 kilometers away from Sundarban, from the ecologically sensitive zone.
Okay.
And they have a plan to set up a huge power plant, huge thermal power plant, coal-based thermal power plant of 2640 megawatt capacity. The project is divided into two phases, 1320 megawatts in each phase, and the first phase is about to commence any time. In fact, it is Sheikh Hasina, the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. She is visiting the site on 24th October to inaugurate the project. So there's a huge rally. You can see the poster here. You can that one.
Yeah.
That is. It's a long march is happening
Okay.
from Dhaka to Rampal.
Okay.
See, this long march, this organized by somebody called NCBD.
Okay.
Now, NCBD has earlier led a struggle
Okay.
in Fulbari, and they had a long march in 2006.
Okay.
And that time 70,000 people took part in that march.
Okay.
And the project was shelved because of that effort.
Okay.
Now this time also again this long march is happening. Right at this moment when I am talking to you,
Yeah.
it is happening. It is happening from 24th to 28th.
Okay.
It is expected, it is supposed to reach here in Sundarban,
Okay.
in this site, Rampal,
Okay.
on 28th.
Okay.
So on solidarity with that, we are marking a protest,
Okay.
and we have initiated a signature campaign
Okay.
against this. The idea is Save Sundarbans, Stop Rampal.
Okay.
Save Sundarbans is not only saving the forest, it's saving the entire ecology, including human being. You know what these fishermen in Bengal,
Okay.
they will be the first affected people
Okay.
out of this. And as per the EIA criticism, the EIA is a farce. I can show you. Please come this side. Look at this. This is the EIA. This is the EIA. It is in Bengali.
Okay.
So that it can be communicated in vernacular language to the local people.
Yeah.
But this EIA is a farce. The EIA was commenced after the announcement and finalization of the project.
Okay.
So this EIA is a farce, and it is not accepted. In fact, a lot of international bodies have criticized this EIA,
Okay.
and BD government and NTPC. They are not bothered to listen to the facts. Now, if this happens, the fishermen will be affected the most. I tell you.
Can I ask you a question here?
Yeah, sure.
Who are taking part in the protest in Sundarbans? The fishermen.
In Sundarban, in India.
Yeah.
You are asking
No,
in India?
where?
Over there, 7,000 families of fishermen are taking part in this long march.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are the most affected people. And I tell you what, because of the fact that they are from the Dalit and minority community,
Okay.
because they are not representing in a caste-based politics,
Yeah.
they are not representing a higher caste.
Yeah.
It is easier for the government that's why the government has chosen this site.
Yeah.
And I have evidence of that.
Yeah.
This is one of the main considerations.
What is your evidence?
This eviction is much more easier. It is written in the EIA report that the eviction is much more easier because they are natural inhabitants. They don't have any base. They are not organized because they are unorganized.
Okay.
Because they don't have papers claiming that fact. So the eviction is much more easier. 7,000 families has been evicted without a single protest, without knowing anything.
Would you call this move by the government a casteist move?
Yeah, it's obviously it's a casteist. I will say it's not a casteist move, but it's using the casteist obviously it's a casteist move. Yeah, it's a casteist move. They have moved it because of that factor they have used it.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, in West Bengal, what is going to happen?
Yeah.
This whatever fish the fishermen are living here,
Okay.
they are breeded in that area, in BD area.
Okay.
Because the Sundarban, the nature doesn't understand the that boundary. The
Yeah.
nature doesn't understand the political boundary.
Yeah.
So the breeding of the fish on which the fisherman lives happens in the BD area.
So it's a question of the livelihood.
Livelihood. It
Yeah.
is the question of their livelihood.
Okay.
And if this happens
Okay.
within 10 to 15 years,
Okay.
you can expect a large number of environmental migrant.
Oh. There is another
is
kind of migration. happening.
another kind of migration, and it's going to be a slow process.
Oh.
It's going to be a slow poisoning process. It's not that one fine day you will find that that somebody
Yeah.
came out and go to writers and go to Shialda like that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a slow poisoning process.
Yeah.
Because refer to this slide. Refer to this slide. Refer to this slide.
Yeah. What does this say?
It says that there's the Pashur. This is the Pashur river.
Okay.
And this Pashur river, and this is all these the sweet water reserve
Okay.
for the fish
Okay.
are going to be affected
Yeah.
because of this.
And what is this?
This is what is going. This is the current scenario,
Okay.
and this is what is going to happen.
Okay. And what is this?
And this is what is the it's a living picture of Ayla. What happened in Ayla?
Okay.
And because of that, what happened and what they are still crying, there is nobody to
Oh.
listen to them.
Okay.
Because they are not organized. Because again, the story is same. There is no point in repeating that story.
Yeah,
That's right.
So how does the government respond to you?
See, the government has not bothered to respond in any way.
Okay.
It's up to them to respond to 5,000 plus signatures.
Yeah.
What we have collected.
Yeah.
And people are still signing it. It's a completely unorganized effort.
Yeah.
There is no organized effort. It's completely organic. No promotion, no big media, nobody, nothing.
The media is not supporting you.
No, media is not supporting us.
What does the media say to you?
Media is just prefer to ignore. They prefer to ignore it.
Oh, the media is also
Because whoever the stakeholders going to affect this, they can't speak English. I can't speak English.
Yeah.
So you are listening to me.
Yeah.
You are taking my interview.
Yeah.
If you go to BD, if you go to Bangladesh, or if you go to Sundarban in West Bengal, they will not be able to give you a bite.
Yeah.
Simple.
So yeah.
So that's why the media.
So the would you say being English and being middle caste?
It's a privilege what you have to use. Otherwise, you will not get anything out of it.
So you are saying that they are not considered as citizens?
No, forget about citizens. They are not considered as human beings. They are not considered as any identity. They are only considered as identity when the vote politics came. When they can cast the vote in favor of me, only then they count.
Yeah.
If they can't, then they are not counted as human beings. I prefer to ignore them.
Yeah. So what is
in Lady Chatterley's Lover, I just happen to remind that in Lady Chatterley's Lover, it was mentioned that all the elite English women, they were nude in front of they roam around nude in front of the servants.
Okay.
Because they were not regarded as human beings.
Okay.
So it is like that.
Yeah.
It's the same treatment that is happening.
Yeah.
So this environmental migrant, who will care? Who cares?
So these environmental migrants are also Dalits, no?
Yeah, obviously.
So
Dalits and some of the caste that even it's so much complicated
could you name some of the castes?
See, there are quite a few. There are quite a few castes in this Badui is one of the caste. Okay. And there are around 40 to 45 the varieties are there within that.
And all of them are scheduled castes.
All of them are scheduled castes. Mostly. Okay. I must say mostly because for technical reason I am saying mostly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.